Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Here we have one of my favourite cars of all time, equal to the E-Type Jaguar. I can't split them just on the shape alone. I think this was the first ever supercar, the Lamborghini Miura. This is a K24 Lesney Matchbox Speedkings Miura from 1970. Nice bit of engine in there. As you can see, paint's worn. It's got a tow hook. I've seen 2 or 3 Lamborghinis in real life, and I can't believe anybody's going to tow anything in a Lamborghini. So that will be going. I'm not going to stick to the model history, but I'm so looking forward to doing this and finding a really good colour to do it in. This is a nice colour. What is it? Goldy red. But I know I haven't got that colour, and I know I probably can't buy that colour. So I'm thinking of a red of some sorts, seeing as it is my favourite colour for cars. The Lamborghini Miura. Bring it on. Right, we're back with the Miura. I've seen Paul Restorer do one of these. It's a nice colour. It's not badly play worn. I don't like the tow hook. That's going to go. Detailing available for the headlights and the exhaust. Perhaps on the engine. Now I noticed Paul the Restorer didn't take this folding back rear boot lid off. Not sure how I'm going to get this off. He made his own. It was already off. Looks like it's just clipped in there. Matchbox Speedkings K24 Lamborghini Miura, made in England, 1970. I'm just going to do 3 rivets holding it together, 2 there, 1 at the front. Just doing a drill. Got a small 1.5mm drill that will just fit in there. What I'm hoping is that I drill into the post for later, so I don't have to try and put a punch in. Now, because I've watched the other video, I do know there's a lot of space here at the back. I do try and pick models that sometimes other people haven't done before, because otherwise you end up having to do them slightly different, at least a different colour, even though they've been done, like I think Paul did his over a year ago. Right, we'll move on to a bigger drill and see how we go. Let's try a 4.5. There we go, straight in. I like these drills because they've all got the same end. Right. Sorry, you can't see that. If I can see it really well, you can't see it at all. That's the issue. Right, that may be enough. Yes. Oh, just a bit more at the front there. Inches apart. Nice base. Plastic clips holding the wheels in. Wheels are plastic. Wheels are off to come out, I think, quite easily. Have a look at that later. It's a metal base, so I'm not sure if I'll have to take these clips off, but This has just been left as silver. It's never been painted, so I could just polish that up as it is with the wheels on. Interesting touch, there are the headlights on the end of these two uprights. So put that to one side. Oh, there's a bit of something else. Right, let's have a look. Here we have the interior, and very true. I've seen a guy called Tyrrell Ford. If you watch his YouTube videos, he's often restoring the real thing, real Lamborghinis, and those seats do look like the real thing. The binnacle in the middle, that's quite nice. The glass is in with a rivet. I'm just gonna put the drill on that. I've seen it done with a drill. I've seen it done. I've seen screens taken out with heat. I'm gonna give that another go. Doesn't want to come just yet. Don't want to crack this. Let's move to a slightly bigger drill. That might do the trick. Oops. So I think that is very, very close. I think that's it. Nope. Ah. Oops, there we go, she popped out. Very good glass. Now that tow hook, you can just see, if I get a screwdriver, you can just see that down the back there. I don't know if you can see, there we go. If I can show you it, I'll lose all the light I've got. Let me just get a portable light on there to try and show you. There you are. There you can see it now. I'm just off to try and push that out. I might be able to use a tow hook on another car that looks more at home with a tow hook. Whee! Off she goes. Caught nicely by the seaplane there. Right. So we've got a silver body here now. Rivet there, which is holding in the front grille. That's got to come out because it's not going to be easy to paint if not. So you can see that. Let's just try and get that big drill on there. It shouldn't take many turns. I don't want to go just yet. It's loose. Wait. Yeah, nearly drilled into my own finger there. There we go. That's out. There's the grille. Tidy that up. We'll be able to glue that back in. Front chassis is now free. No headlights, etc. Next is the engine, which is held in by the one rivet. So we'll have that out. Oh, drill grabbed hold there quite quickly, unfortunately. Let's just pop that back in. It's not going to matter. It's a bigger hole than you'd need, but I can fix that. Got carried away with myself there. Now, I noticed the other guy, Paul the Restorer, if you watch his channel, he gets lots of views. He never took this off. And you can see why. I've come across this before. You've got to force. You'd have to force. There's the bar holding the rear engine cover on. You might call it the boot engine cover. It's not going to pull out through these teeth, and that would be a difficult repair. So what he did, and what I'm going to do, and what I've had to do on another vehicle recently, I don't know if you've seen my video on the Mercedes 190e yet, but I had to leave the doors on that. Nice little touch here for detailing. One of my favourite cars, all-time cars, just for the shape. Equal first with the E-Type Jaguar. So there we have the Lamborghini Miura, the front grille, the engine, the insides, the never to be used on this car again tow hook. Let's pop that drill back, and the body, which isn't going into the caustic. I can polish this base up quite easily without doing that. I won't have to take the wheels off, because I might do, because these are held in by, sorry, you can't see that. These wheels are held in by a rivet, and I'll have to think about the benefits of taking the wheels out or not. If I can get them out without breaking that bit of plastic, I might do so off camera. Okay, thank you for watching so far. Okay, here we are. There's a few cars in there. There's the Miura, the London Taxi, the Transit van. I'm nearly out of caustic, so I'm gonna do them all together. As I say, I'm doing a few at once, otherwise you're always in paint and you just can't get video out every week. This takes a lot of the pressure off if you've always got something on the go. Okay, the Miura's out the caustic, as you can see. She's not looking too good. Paint must have had an undercoating of gold. I've been looking what colours to paint the Miura. Well, I did. So a funny thing happened. Well, not funny, I'm sure a lot of you already realised this when you first saw the Miura. She's got a bit stiff around there. Is that the Miura, when I was looking at colours and Matchbox Lamborghini Miuras, the Miura towed a boat. To me, there we are, it looks totally ridiculous. The boat's bigger than the Miura. I know we've got no wheels on it, but even so, which created a minor dilemma. Should I put the tow hook back on? And the answer in my head was no. But I do have another Miura, not as good as this one. It's got cracked glass, so I might just try and sell the Miura on eBay Somebody might want to do it originally and might appreciate the boat more than I obviously do. But to me, maybe a big Aston Martin DBS could have towed a boat, maybe a Jensen Interceptor, but not a Lamborghini Miura. Certainly not. So that's most of the loose stuff off. I think I'll get the drill on that and get back to you when it's all polished up. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I thought the Miura was really too small to tow that boat. This is James Bond's Mustang, Corgi Mustang Mach 1. I'm guessing they're to the same scale, but as you can see, the Miura is quite diminutive, and even the boat next to the Aston, as you can see there, it's as big as the Aston. Just doesn't hang right with me. Just thought I'd show you what I was talking about. And incidentally, that's orange. That's the colour I'm doing the Miura. It's going to get tangoed. Okay, that's the orange I'm going to be using. Colour it original orange. I hope it goes on well. If it doesn't, I will be changing the colour, as I have done previously on a couple of cars. Okay, the Miura has had a bit of a polish. The rear lid's okay. It does move along for painting, which will be helpful. Just got to see, it can be quite tricky to close. You can get it stuck, but it's a very nice casting. Quite a lot of detail on it, and I'm looking forward to doing the Miura. Okay, I'm just taking the wheels off the Miura here. I've got one off. Axle was a bit bent. Just got to be very careful. They do lift up. This does lift up quite a bit. You just got to be careful lifting them out. So let's give it a go. Right, don't know if you can see that. It's just, I can tilt it that way. There we go. Just get my nail behind there. The other side will pop. And just a little twiddle, and she's out. Hope you saw that. If you can see in there, you can see in there, you can just see perhaps there are some grabbers. That's going to make it a lot easier to clean this. First thing I'm going to try is just a bit of auto salt. Oops. It's quite an old tube this, even though it's not being used. What I will do, I'll just try it with a bit of paper first, see how it goes. I've got a polishing wheel, if not. This should get the heavy off it now. You may not be able to tell on camera, but that is coming clean. I think what I'll do is I'll get a polishing wheel out. Okay, in the end I ended up just getting a fast standard drill, and that started to clean that up no end. So there's a little further to go, but we'll be pleased with that. It'd help if the metal polish wasn't so old in the tube. I did end up using my motorcycle polishing wheel. As you can see, it's a bit bigger than the Dremel one. You get two wheels with it, and as you can see, she's come up pretty well, so I'm pleased with that. I've been wondering what to do on the Lamborghini interior. This is a cream. So I'm just giving it a brush in soapy water. When I was looking into the Miura's history, obviously I came across the Italian job, and they found one of two Miuras that was used in that sequence, at the opening sequence, and obviously not the one that went over the cliff, but the second one that was used for all the rest of the filming, that had its interior swapped out from cream to black. I think this is creamy white, whatever, so I think I'm just going to maybe leave the Miura as it is. Certainly it had cream seats and headrests. They couldn't change the headrests in the film, so they had to leave them white, because apparently they're part of this backboard here. So I'm thinking of just leaving the Miura like that. If I get brave, I might just do the front bit there black. I don't think that would have been white, and maybe the centre console, but we'll see. But that'd be a difficult masking job, or it would be a hand painting job. So there we are, the engine casing, final part to be scrubbed. I've also been looking at Miura engines and seeing what they looked like, and they weren't all bronzy Molotow chrome pen. This one's polished up nice, so I cleaned up nice, so I might just leave it as it is. We are out the paint shop, and I'm quite pleased with the finish on this Miura. Looks very nice. This engine flip, rear flip, boot bonnet, whatever you want to call it, did come off. What I've discovered, because I've been looking at reassembly before this video, is that I don't need a clip in place to hold it. The base will hold it. I did take the wheels off. I really don't like the wheels for the Miura, the just standard wheels. I'm thinking of painting them gold. I've looked at lots of Miura pictures. They weren't chrome silver. They were a dull metal alloy grey, whatever. Equally so, I've looked at the engine, and should have an air filters across the top there, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I might spray it a more appropriate engine colour, or I might Molotow pen it. The rear vents just need a polish. They've had a scrub. I've already painted the front that goes in here. So there's indicators either side, and like a driving light, a spotlight, which I'll Molotow pen. I am going to do the front dash and the centre piece black. I'm leaving the rest the same. On the car itself, there's the classic eyelashes to do. The louvre on the bonnet there, even though there's no engine there. That's black, that's black. Then there's these inlets here to the engine. They need to be black. This, I've struggled finding this. I think it's a bird tone sticker. I'm not quite sure. It's not the right shape. I might just do it in black. That's a triangle there, so I'm not sure about that. Now the rear, you can see where I've filled the tow hook hole. I'm not worried about that, because I'm putting a number plate over there, and sometimes half the rear is in black and the exhausts are black, so that's the way I might be going with that. Obviously the glass is very good, doesn't need a lot doing, just dipping in the floor polish. So I'll take that back apart, and I am hoping to film a fair bit of this detailing this time. I'm off to try some masking up because I don't want to ruin the good work I've already done on the paint, which is my best paint job so far. And the black pen I will be using will be this Halford's Brilliant Black, which I had from my old Audi A4. It's quite good, paints well, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we are ready for paint. I have masked off the rear end because there is no line for me to use, so it's just a guide to get the bits that I need black. I'm not masking off the front. I'm thinking about this. This is a Bertone badge, and I think black for that. And I'm undecided what to do with these little vents at the side. But anyway, without further ado, let's try and get on, see what we can do. Now those two lollipop sticks are there to show me where to keep the model so I can keep it in view. Let's take my specs off and away we go. It's always a slow job, this. Right, I'm going to just have to take it a bit out of view to try and get that corner edge there. Still haven't quite got it, but I will do. Find you're not really painting, you're just pushing the brush into the corners. I'm sorry my hand's in the way there probably, but I'll edit this to show you the best, just the best views. Right, it's quite good. I'm pleased with that. If you can see that there. Now for the other side. Seems to have worked. Whatever I was doing. Right, I'm off to leave well alone there. I don't think I'm off to improve upon that. Now for the eyelets, lashes. I'm very close to it and I can see that I need to just spread out the paint a bit more to keep the detail. That's one top bit done. Can always go back later at it with a toothpick or something if it doesn't look quite right. Right, we're on to the bottom bits. Bit of a shake on there, that's not a good position for me to do this bit. That's better. There we are. Hope you can see that. I can't see what you can see at the moment. I'm quite pleased with that. I'm going to think about the Bertone badge. I think it should be black. I'll have to put that to one side for now and concentrate on the rear end. That tape there is just a guide. It's not to stop my paint going, I don't think. So there is a casting line at the bottom that I can use. You know, I'm wondering if I'd be better with a pen. Not Malto pen, something like a marker pen or something. Anyway, I've decided on the brush. Off we go. So much shine off the orange, I'm struggling to see the line. I'd have made a terrible neurosurgeon, that's for sure. That is not too bad. I'm reasonably pleased with that. What I think I'm going to do when it's dried is mask it off, and there's a casting line there, I don't know if you can see it, I can use, and just go back over with the orange, and I will get that a little bit straighter. Now the exhaust pipes, I've seen they are black, so I'm going to tackle those as well. They're not the nice chrome ones in the pictures I've seen, they have been black. Painstakingly do all this detailing, and on the video you can't always see really how good it is. As I say, a picture paints 1,000 words, it also hides 1,000 little minor blemishes. They're looking okay, I might have to get a bit more paint out. This is going a bit sticky on me again. That's interesting, you can see the orange down the exhausts. So I'm going to have to put a blob inside as well. Don't know if you can see that in the detail. I can't judge what's in focus and out of focus because I'm actually in front of the camera myself, or the iPhone in this case. Just going to put a blob in each one. Out the baton badges while I've been doing that, and I'm just going to give them a slight touch. There we have the baton badges done. Right, we're on the wheels now. I'm just going to give them a lick of black before I paint the centres gold. Just take my specs off again. Doesn't matter if I really go over onto the silver at this moment. I don't know if I've probably been out of focus and a few bits, hope you don't mind. I can't control the camera and see what I'm doing while I'm trying to show the detailing, which I'm conscious I've not shown too much on some of my models. That's one done. I'm just off to stick these in a bit of polystyrene after this. It's a shame they really didn't do better on the wheels. If anybody is thinking about buying a Miura, I think you have to need a few million quid to get one. Dare anybody drive a car that's worth a few million quid? I don't know. That lead singer, Jamiroquai, he drives his on the road. Just searching a brush out. It's an O brush. There you are, you can see that there. I'm standing up now, I can see. Just off to do the interior, the bits I want in black. I've had a car myself that's been black dashboard, etc., with a cream seats and cream mats. Terrible thing to keep clean. Not too delicate detail in this. This actually is on a bit of a whoops. Actually, this brush isn't proving to be great. Should have maybe trimmed it off or something. See if I can get a point on it. Anyway, there's not a lot of delicate work here. Not this part. It's not going to do the next part, this brush, that is for sure. Actually not coming along too bad. Don't know if you've seen any of this. Keep trying, I'll be editing the video, so just trying to do the binnacle and centre console. I'm not sure what coloured dials the Lamborghini had, but from this angle I could just put a bit of white paint or a bit of Molotow pen on them, just add a bit more detail. Here we are, back with the Miura, out of paint, ready for assembly. Thought I'd just go over it, what we've done. See eyelashes and the bonnet vents, the false bonnet, the Bertone side logos either side. An attempt at the badge at the front, bit of gold and black. Tried a decal, but it didn't look right anyway. On the rear, we've got the rear indicators, brake lights, fog lights, private plate, boot catch, boot button, exhausts. Just a little touch on the glass there with the mirror. The driving lights, spotlights and the indicators on the front, which goes on big side up. Bit more in the cockpit. Steering wheel, the dials, you can just see those. 6 dials in the middle. Gear stick in the brake. I could have extended this black all the way up here and behind, but I just left it like that. The engine block's been Molotow penned. The grille, louvre, engine cover, that's been just given a polish. The sides I've done in gold after I saw a picture on Google of one of the early Lamborghinis had gold with the gold wheels, which I've done as well, so I'm pleased with that. The only addition is when I put the catch back on, I'm off to put a little bit of card over and glue it, because I think when I put it on, it feels very firm, but I think it's just because this is all new paint. Right, get ready for assembly. Okay, firstly the glass. It's got a bit of glue there. Just trying to, don't want a big splodge of it. Just around that locating pin. Okay, just a bit more glue around that locating pin, if you can see it. There we go, that's going to be enough. This glue dries clear, so I'm quite happy with that. There we are, the glass is in. This glue doesn't set as quick as super glue, so that's going to take a few minutes to grab. Then the next will be I might actually do the engine before I put that on. It will limit my access a bit. For those of you who watched earlier, I did drill rather a big hole getting the engine out, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is just get a touch of glue. Just putting a touch of glue around the post there. I'm not using super glue because I think it might be a bit runny. Might just put a bit of super glue on that one bit there. I can tell it's not stuck down yet. I can always go at it from the other side, which will be covered by the base plate. Just try and hold it there for a few seconds. Okay, I've got the engine in. In the end, just a bit of bicarb soda and some super glue on the back to build it up. Be solid as a rock. And we can move on to the rear. Which simply, you can see that there, it goes into there. Some little holders, now they have snapped. So what I want to do is just put it's a normal piece of card from some packaging, just over and super glue it in, just hold it in place. So that is the next task. You can see the engine there. Actually, I might put this back on first. I think this just clips in. So once I've put the rear on, I don't want to put any pressure on it because that's how I broke it off in the first place. This is an interesting little thing. There, it's in. Just clips in. There we are, clips at the back. So let's just move everything else up. Try and get this rear on. It goes on easy enough. Okay, so a touch of super glue for the rear. Just need it on those posts there. I think you can see that. I'd had a different fixing before. I think that was 20TT. Right, there's a bit of glue on there. Not sure if I'll need the tweezers for this or not. Might just get it in position with my thumb. Then tweezer it into place. There's no actual glue on the bar itself. Ain't gonna work. Just need a little knife. It's actually in position, and it's not off to obstruct the operation. But hopefully, when it's glued down solidly, it will hold. I had a similar problem with the door on the transit van a while ago. Those little brackets, once they've snapped, there's no holding them. But I think in any case, in this case, the base plate will hold it in position. Right, so we'll put that to one side, and then we'll start getting the wheels on. Okay, I'll put the front wheels on just to remind me how they went. Quite easy, just clips into position. So I'll try and demonstrate the back wheels now. I don't want to have to take that out. That is a fact. Ah, that one's in. And there we have it. Easy when you've worked it out. Yeah, it's not running freely as I hope, because I don't know if you can see that there. I just hadn't clipped that fully back there. Now we've got a free running Lamborghini chassis. Great. Not far off now. Next will be the whatever you call it, front grille. Now that's got its own eyelet through there. Just I've already test fitted it before, so I don't know why I'm doing it again. So my thoughts on this are it's just a bit of super glue around this post and we should be okay. I've got a bit of super glue at the side I've poured out. Get some on a stick. Maybe a dab on the top there. That should do it. There we have the front of one Miura in. Now I might put just a blob of glue behind there in a minute, just to make sure it's retained. Right, I did just take the Miura off camera there, and that needed a firmer pushing, quite a firm push to get that into place. But she's in there now, and looking quite good. Right, so let's just put that back to one side. Have a little wipe up. Now I have test fitted the base plate already, so hopefully there's no need to do that. So it's in with the cockpit. Check it's pushed up, because remember that did move that. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, nice view through the window. The gear stick, handbrake. Not so good through the side window to see, but we'll get a chance at that later maybe. So now we are on the final home straight. Okay, I've just got a sharpened lollipop stick, some super glue on the side to get it into these holes. I do like to add a bit before putting the plate on. Right, so on with the base plate. I've got the rivets already. I have test fitted it, so hopefully it's not going to embarrass me and change its mind. One thing I've found with the rivets I'm using, they are inconsistent. I'll put the first one in there. Get a bit more glue around the top there. I think I'm going to have to put these in. Oops. Yeah. That's the first one in at the front. Now for the back. think that is a badly finished one, so I'm putting that to one side. I sometimes have to clean up these rivets. I am not going to buy any more from this particular place. Martin Dares did tell me where he got his from, so I'll be ordering some of those. Not going to say where I got mine, because I could have just been unlucky. Yeah. That one's gone in. Right, I'll just get another one out of the box. Just get a bit more glue on. That might have sunk in and whatever. There we go. See if we can get this in place. There we are. Proves the inconsistency in the rivets. Straight in. Gonna leave the Miura on its roof for a second there. Let those go off. The next time you see it, it'll be on the turntable. Well, there she is, the Lamborghini Miura, one of my best restos so far. The Miura, which means fighting bull, and was the first one to carry the current Lamborghini badge, was made between 1966 and 73. It was the first mid-engine two-seat supercar in production. I think this is the P400S version, because it's a 1970 Lesney model, if it's going to be any. The SV didn't come out till 71. When it first came out, it was the world's fastest road car. There was 764 built. It's a 3.9 litre V12. And it was designed in secret after hours by 3 Lamborghini designers, because Mr. Lamborghini himself didn't really believe in it. But a rolling chassis was shown at the Geneva Motor Show, and it generated so much interest that it had to be built. The body styling was then done by Gandini, who worked at Bertone then, and maybe its most famous appearance is in the starting sequence to the Italian Job, when 2 of them were used, and one was pushed over the cliff edge. The other one still remains. So there it is with the boot open, showing that V12 engine. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Look forward to reading any comments. This does suit a picture that I've seen on the internet of the Miura, with the gold wheels and the gold lower side sills, etc. On to the next resto. I will just stop it and lift the boot lid up for you. Whee!